Today on CG Off-Road, we're going to give our 2017 Raptor a significant improvement in off-road visibility and a more finished look. The F-150 Raptor came from the factory with a nice set of LED headlights, but they left two big empty holes in the bumper. So today we're going to fix that and give it a more finished look and better visibility with this LED fog light kit. This fog light kit is designed to fit your 2017-18 F-150 Raptor. It comes with two heavy-duty steel brackets that bolt directly to the bumper and mount a KC Flex, flood, and spotlight on each side. Black bezels are also included to fill the hole in the bumper to give your truck a more finished look. For more information and pricing, click the link in the description down below. Now let's get to the install. Tools you'll need for this installation: 1/4-inch ratchet, 10mm socket, an extension, 3/8 ratchet, 13mm socket, 5mm hex key, 13mm wrench, 17mm wrench, and basic wiring tools. Alright, the first part of this install is assembling the bracket. We're going to take these U-clips right here and put them over the bracket, and you want the nut part facing towards the front of the bracket. Next, we're going to install these bezels into the bracket. These are labeled P for passenger side and D for driver's side, so make sure you grab the right one. Push up on the bottom, get it to snap in place. And if these don't snap in for you, you might need to trim this edge right here. There might be some extra plastic on there from the casting process, but that's looking pretty good. Okay, the lights can now be installed. We're going to use the provided hardware with the brackets to install these KC lights. These do need to be spaced to mount properly with the bracket. Once you get the bolt through, you're going to put on a thick washer, then a thin washer, put it onto the bracket, then underneath you'll use a thin washer and a nut. Do the same thing for the other cube light. Then tighten them down with a 13mm socket and wrench. Then for this KC Flex light, you're going to use just a thick washer to space it out. And then secure it with the hardware that comes with the KC Flex light. And tighten it down with a 17mm wrench. Okay, we can now go over to the truck. The kit comes with this rubber seal that you put around the edge of the bumper right here to protect the bracket from scratches. Okay, our fog lights can now be installed. To install this fog light bracket, we're going to be working with two holes up here. One right here and one right here. Now, you don't have to do anything to these holes to do this kit, but I do recommend drilling this one out or just making the hole a little bit bigger. It will make this install a lot easier. So you're going to lift the fog light bracket up and get it behind this plate and line up the bolt holes and install your bolts. Okay, we got that one started. We'll get the other one in. Once you get both bolts started, tighten them down with a 10mm socket. Okay, once you get both bolts tightened, repeat the process on the other bumper, and then you can move on to wiring. There's a couple different ways you could wire up these fog lights. You could use the wiring harness that comes with the lights, but we recommend this kit that we sell. It has 3 connectors on the end that connects to all the fog lights, and you can run this right to the factory auxiliary switches here, and it even has a wire for halo lights or backlights if you have them. But we're gonna use this harness to connect our lights to the #1 switch for our auxiliary switches. We're gonna pull the end of the wiring harness up here next to the battery and run this right to our auxiliary wires. We're gonna connect the yellow, blue, and green wire from our wiring harness to this green wire. This will be the #1 switch for the Raptor switches. Then run the wiring harness along the bottom of the bumper and simply plug in your lights. And now we can test them out. Okay, we got our LED fog light kit installed in our Raptor, and as you can see, it gives it a much more finished look, and it's going to give it a lot more visibility when heading down the trail at night. Install is really not that bad, just take you 2.5 hours, and before you know it, you'll be heading off-road.